So, you've got a little bit of a hankering for more resources on Proverbs, huh? They're great, aren't they? I've already shared with you a couple of extra translations of Proverbs and other portions of Scripture, a couple of commentaries and intro books to help you in your study of Proverbs. In this particular video, though, I want to share with you 4 resources that may not be the first thing you would think of to help you in your reading with Proverbs, but if you really want to dig into Proverbs, these are books that you'll be glad that you purchased. One is one of my favorite books on the Old Testament, The Literary Structure of the Old Testament, a commentary on Genesis through Malachi by David Dorsey. It's printed by Baker Publishing years ago. This is the very best book I've ever found on anything Old Testament in terms of the structure of the book. We find cues and clues all through our reading in the Bible of what the Bible is really trying to say, what the focal point of particular thoughts were meant to be. And this book, in a very engaging and easy to read way, helps us see in a visual way what the focal points of Scripture are. That's no exception when we turn to this book, and we look particularly at the book of Proverbs. Check it out. You know, I'm a fan of chiasm, or chiism, some people put it. This book is full of that. Well, you've heard me mention the name John Goldingay before in this series. He has a work that was put out just a couple of years ago entitled Old Testament Ethics, a Guided Tour. The book of Proverbs, if nothing else, is about morality and ethics, personal morals, and what ought or should be done. This book will engage the whole realm of the Old Testament when we're talking about ethics, but when you open the book of Proverbs with this book in hand as well, you'll find your eyes open to a great many matters. I really encourage you to read it. Now, it can be a little bit deep at times, but work with it, and you'll find yourself engaged in very practical, everyday, helpful ways, how to live for the Lord. Now, as we're talking about how to live for the Lord, you may think books about teaching or preaching Proverbs is only for those who are teachers or preachers. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is an older work. Again, it too has been out maybe 20 years or 25. It's by Mckenzie, Preaching Proverbs, Wisdom for the Pulpit. What I like about this particular work especially is how practical it is in terms of application. If you want to dig into the book of Proverbs and see, okay, really what makes that particular proverb tick for our time today, this book will do it for you. You may not be thinking about teaching or preaching the Proverbs, but as you allow Mckenzie to teach you in these ways of handling and understanding Proverbs, you will be blessed. Now, the fourth and final work really doesn't have to do with the book of Proverbs at all, but it does deal with a great many of the subjects that you find in the book of Proverbs. It's by an old prof of mine, Everett Ferguson, Inheriting Wisdom, Readings for Today from Ancient Christian Writers. Ferguson, arguably the finest Christian scholar regarding early Christian history alive today, deals with quotations from early Christians as to their faith on a variety of topics, and he pools them together here in this work. What you can find is, as you're reading in the book of Proverbs, maybe this is a proverb about pride or humility. You can look up pride or humility in this book, and you'll find some resonance there. It's like listening to Scripture, shall we say, in stereo. What did the Old Testament have to say about this in the book of Proverbs? And what did Christians who lived after the time of the apostles think about this topic as well? When we put those two together in conjunction with what the book of Proverbs teaches on a topic and what we know from the life of Christ and the apostles in the New Testament, we're really given a great deal of wisdom. You'll want this book in your library. Of the 4 I offer today, if you purchase only one, this would be the one. Grace and peace be with us all.